Joining us now is former U.S. Attorney John Fishwick to dig deeper into this case with so many holes, John. It took almost a week for the FBI to get more aggressive. How can the feds getting involved actually make a difference in the search for Nancy Guthrie?
Dee Dee, I think the FBI brings a tremendous amount to the table. They're the preeminent law enforcement agency in our country, and frankly, all across the world, they're the preeminent. They can have their profilers look at the type of person or persons who would have committed this horrendous crime. They bring in lots of agents who can interview people all over the country. They have databases they can examine for related crimes. They bring a lot to the table. I think the biggest challenge for the FBI and everybody is that there's no real video evidence from that house from that night that at least has been released yet, and that makes this a real challenge. But the FBI brings a huge amount to the table.
What are you reading into the fact that there is no proof of life yet? According to the statements from authorities, I know that you were listening in on that news conference today.
Yeah, so Dee Dee, like all of America, we all hold out hope that there's something good that's going to happen here, that she's going to be found and that the bad folks are going to be apprehended soon. But she's 84 years old. She needs her medicine on a regular daily basis. She has a pacemaker. There's blood. Her blood is on the house when the front part of the house. So it's obviously very concerning that there hasn't been proof of life so far. It's been 5 days. So I think that is a real concern for law enforcement in this case.
Well, you touched on it. Time is of the essence. Every detail, every moment counts. And I know law enforcement wants to get their ducks in a row should they have to make an arrest. But when time is critical, as it is right now, how do those conflicting factors work together?
Well, I think if the FBI has got a real suspect or they know where Nancy Guthrie is, they will in a nanosecond go get her and get the bad guys. They will move and move with light speed. I think the real concern right now is that so far, it appears that they're really at a dead end. This is a very challenging case, remote part of the country, no video evidence. It's a tough case to crack, but I'm sure the FBI is on it. And if they get someone or they find out where she is, they will move in a nanosecond. And
a puzzling case, as we've been reporting here, and we will continue as soon as law enforcement provide an update. This week also, John, the man accused of shooting and killing Charlie Kirk appeared in court, and again, there are calls to remove the prosecutor. This is the second time, I believe, that the defense has actually pushed for this. Is that the strategy, do you think? Is it just maybe just to delay the case? What could this mean for the death penalty push? What are your expectations on all of that?
So, Dee Dee, I think you're absolutely right. I think his legal team wants to do everything they can to delay this case because, after all, they say our client is facing the death penalty, so let's delay this trial as long as we can. So they're going to throw everything they can up against the board to see if anything sticks. The judge is not going to remove the whole prosecution team. Maybe one of the prosecutors will be removed, but the team is not going to be removed. But what this means is the judge and really the prosecutors, they want to be very careful and make sure that everything is done by the book because they know if Tyler Robinson gets the death penalty, there'll be years of appeals. The death penalty will not be off the table. These are just delays that his legal team is going to push on. Death penalty will remain on the table, but the judge, the prosecution, needs to make sure that everything is by the book so that from their standpoint, it's a fair trial and the results stand.
Former U.S. Attorney John Fishwick, thank you for joining us tonight on the National News Desk to break all of this down.
Thank you.